Wow. These two tickets hit back to back. I need to check these out because of the tower.
Yeah, so when you scratch, I'll go over to the other page and write these down real quick, and then I'll come back. Is what I'll do.
Yeah, I'm just getting almost finished here. Just getting them ready here. It's got a couple left to do.
Uh-oh, now you're frozen. I hear you. I don't see you yet. There you.
Because I just had a power flicker.
Okay.
Yeah, in my back. I don't see me. I've had power problems over here. They're over here. They're flipping grids and switches. Okay, I see you perfectly, but you're frozen. Nope. Yeah, you.
Yeah, you'll be back here in a minute. Yeah, on my end, you still look a little bit digitalized, but I can hear you. Uh, oh wow. Yeah, you're definitely not fully back yet. Can you hear me? All right. So the ones that are on already, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Just bear with us here. Once Teddy's back up, he'll be doing a few code tickets while I'm getting some of the last bit of information for us to knock this out here. And again, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties. Um, once Ted's back up, we'll get rolling, and he's going to do a few code tickets for us, so you can see some scratching, and then we're going to jump into it and see what there is to talk about sports wise. Right now it's just me. We'll give him a few minutes to come back up. If we absolutely have to, we'll drop this and then restart. Um, Hopefully, we won't have to do that, but it's kind of looking that way. All right, so I want to drop this live. I want to restart. So just be looking for the post. And again, due to technical difficulties, we're just got to get things back up. All right.
I had to wait for the box to come back.
Yeah.
My data is not strong enough. There we got somebody down there. Cap cut in the house.
Hello,
But yeah,
CapCut.
I had to wait for the Wi-Fi box to reconnect. You know, that's just the way it was. It would not.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
y-
hold the. It would not hold it. It wouldn't hold the speed.
yeah. You could definitely tell that was the Wi-Fi internet thing going on. So
Yeah, it would not give me a good enough connection. Oh, we lost Wolfie. Man, this stream I think is I think we're cursed. CapCut, we're cursed.
I just had another phone call. Can I put it on airplane mode while doing this?
Yeah,
You know,
no, because it will connect. It will cut this off too. Yeah,
dang.
we're gonna have to just deal with a lot of interruptions today. Yeah, I'll just have to show you the ticket if it's a winner. Forgot because if I turn it over, it's not gonna do it right.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, to the two watching, appreciate it. We had some technical difficulties getting going, but we're here now. Um, I'm going to have to write a few things down, and in the meantime, Ted's going to scratch some tickets here for us. Um,
Yeah, I don't even know how to do it because I don't have the setup right. Man, because it's in. I'm not gonna be able to do the tickets, Wolf, because of the vertical mode. My whole setup is for horizontal.
oh yeah, that
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna have to
true.
just hold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just hold the tickets and just show you guys the winners. So I'm gonna do them as fast as I can. There's only two of them, so
Okay,
what I'll do, yeah, I'll just hold them up as I get winners or losers. I'll just show the ticket, but I'm gonna go as fast as I can. All right, there we go. I'm
okay.
already
Well, then
halfway done.
I'll let you do the talking, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so far this ticket's it's kind of going good, going about as good as it can. You know, let me see, chest. I'm looking for a chest. There's no chest, but yeah, these are fun little tickets. All right, we got a shark. Looks more like a big ass goldfish. What else we got here? Oh, we got the little happy tree. Yeah, I'll show it to you in a second. Trying to see. I'll give you guys a little update on how it looks. Yeah, that's how it looks so far. See, there's the little legend over here. Like I said, I've just scratched a couple tickets. These are just my own money, just for fun. They're little $3 tickets, but they're fun. You know, they're fun. At least if you lose with these little things, you only lost $3. All right, I'm on a shovel. There's a shovel there on this one. Yeah, they're really teasing me on this ticket. It looks like I'm gonna get a winner, but then it keeps giving me matches on the other side of the ticket. Well, I need a whole bunch of matches to get the bottom half here, but no winner yet. There's the pearl necklace right there. I need a whole bunch of possibilities. Look at that. Wow. All right, what do we got here? Some cannonballs. I thought I saw some cannonballs. There are some more cannonballs. Let's see. Nope, I need one more. Let's see if we're going to get a win here. Let's see. So let's see on this one here. Yeah, let's see. I think we got a loser right here. Let me see if we got a winner here. Let me just check it out here. Oh wait. We got a winner. I think we got a winner. Okay, well look. We got a winner on this line right here. It's right here. How you got all four of them in a row? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got a win. Let me verify. All right, we got the oyster, correct. We got the diamond, correct. We got the ring, correct. We got, let me see, the emerald and the gem kind of look alike. Let me see what we got here. Gem. Yeah, I got a winner here. Okay, so I got one win going across. Let's see, up there in the top, we got nothing up there, nothing there, Then on the bottom, we got one row going across. Nothing going down, nothing going down, nothing going down, nothing going down. Let's see, one going across. That's it. So we got just what I showed you guys, and the prize is $5. So I got $5. So I'm $1 down, but there it is, $5 right there. We got a $5 winner. I got one more of these tickets. But this gives Rocky a chime to get his statistics correct. Yeah, I'm $1 down right now. These are really cute little tickets, though. I think they got these in the UK too, over in Europe. What it's like, because they're only $3, so it's not like it's gonna break. It's not gonna break you if you don't get a win. All right, we got a diamond on the next ticket here. Okay, it's got a shark symbol, but I got no shark symbol. Nope, no shark. Yeah, my setup. That's why I can't show you guys, because my setup is for. We're in vertical mode, and my whole setup's for horizontal. All right, so I got here the green gem. Let's see if I can do this quick. Octopus, got that down below. Got it not up top. We got an S coin. Got that on the top. Don't got it on the bottom. We got a map symbol. Okay, we got that on the top. Do not have it on the bottom. We got a key. Got it on the top. Oh, got a key on the bottom too. Okay. We got a seahorse. Could have sworn I saw the damn little seahorse jumping around somewhere. Nope. No seahorse on the top. No seahorse on the bottom. We got the telescope right there. Nothing on the bottom. We got a lock on the top. Nope. A lock on the bottom, I mean. We got a wheel symbol. Wheel. We got it on the bottom. Nothing on the top. Stack of coins is on the top. No stack of coins on the bottom. We got a sun on the bottom. No sun on the top. All right, let me get all this stuff cleaned up here. All right, let's see what we got here. Just 4 more symbols. We got a tree. Oh, we got it on the top. Almost a match. We almost got a no tree on the bottom. Pearl necklace on the top. No pearl necklace on the bottom. 2 more symbols. We got an anchor on the bottom. Anchor on the top. No win yet. Okay, the last symbol. Here we go. A gold brick. We have it on the bottom right there. And no gold brick on the top. I think we got a loser here, guys. Man, this looks like a big fat loser. All right, let me do the double verify, because you need all 4 symbols going across. Here comes Rocky.
Got a stinking loser, huh?
I got $5 on the first one, Wolf.
Oh,
$5.
yeah?
Yeah, so I'm down $1. Yeah, let me go ahead and verify right here. This is a loser. Okay, going down, 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 down. Yep, that's a loser. Yep, let me check one more spot. Nothing across, nothing across, nothing across, nothing across, nothing down, nothing down, nothing down, no down. So that's a loser. The second one's a loser. Yeah, I lost $1, Rocky. I lost $1. Lost me a buck weight though. $1 weight though. It's still fun to play these. Still fun to play these tickets though. Joe Arcade in the house. He called you not Wolfie. He called you Whipperfee today. He goes, "Hi, Whipperfee." He called Wolfie Whooperfee today. Whipperfee. Joey. Poor Joey's having a bad day already, man. Poor Joey. But yeah, let's get to the football. Like I said, we did the tickets. Like those tickets, like I said, not affiliated with anything and YouTube or nothing else. It's just my tickets. I'm just playing for fun.
So, just to kind of break it down from last week, you had Florida State versus Virginia. Florida State was number 8 in the country, and they went up and flat out just flunked it.
Well, not only that, though, Virginia has a better team than what they look.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. They got a pretty good team.
At the at the time, Florida State was favored by 7. We both went for Florida State, but I mean,
We did.
after the season that it's been, you would have expected Florida State. Florida State's quarterback was 18 of 32 for 254 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks. He also ran the football, 14 carries, 78 yards, 1 touchdown, and then he also had a fumble. Both it seems like those turnovers all led into points, which was crucial to Virginia winning. Virginia's quarterback Morris, he was 26 for 35, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 3 interceptions and 2 sacks. So, I mean, really, if you look at that, it's kind of even across the board right there.
Yeah, and it was an overtime game, so that just shows you that they were just a little hungrier. You could say it was home field, or you could just say they're a little hungrier to win. It's how you want to look at it.
And then also on Friday was number 24 TCU versus Arizona State. Arizona State was actually favored in that game by 3 points, and they won by 3 points. So it was right on the dot. However, I did think that TCU was going to win, but to be fair, TCU had been playing better ball of late. So let's see what happened in that one. Ted was right on that one. He said too close to call. He was smart on that one.
Yeah.
TCU Hoover had 20 for 32 yards, 242 yards, 2 interceptions, 6 sacks, and 1 fumble. Lord, that's a bad day. No, not even a touchdown.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
All right, and then Arizona State hit quarterback Leavitt. He was 27 for 39, 291 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked 4 times, and he did have a fumble. So he had definitely better production than TCU.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Tennessee Volunteers. I was very, very upset about that game because Tennessee should not have gone to overtime against Mississippi State, in my opinion. The score was 41-34. They were favored by 7.5 points. We both went for Tennessee, but we were also anticipating them going over the 7-point margin too.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have known they were going to fight like dogs at home because it was at Mississippi State. Remember?
Yeah. But, I mean, if you look at it on paper, Tennessee whooped the crap out of them. Joey Aguilar was 24 for 40, which completion rate wasn't great, but he had 335 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have 2 interceptions. He was sacked twice. He ran the ball 7 times for 21 yards and had the game tying touchdown at the end of regular scrimmage. And then the halfback, Bishop, he had 11 carries for 72 yards and had the game-winning touchdown. Mississippi State, their quarterback Shapen, he was 18 for 29, and he only had 180 yards. So, I mean, Aguilar just outschooled him completely. Shapen scored once. He had 1 interception. He was sacked 5 times and a fumble. He his rushing stats was in the negative, 12 carries for a negative 21 yards. And Tennessee Scoopin scored on that fumble for a touchdown. So, let's see here. Now we got Georgia Tech, Wake Forest. That was another barn burner. Georgia Tech won 30-29.
Good
Georgia
game.
Tech. Go ahead.
Good close game. There was good close games, but yeah, Tech barely won that.
Yeah, and they were favored by 14 points.
Yeah, so in a way, we kind of missed that one too.
Oh no, we were on the ball. We were on the ball on that one.
We were.
Yeah, we both went against the spread.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Because it's 14. We knew there's no way it was going to be that much difference.
Yeah.
Forget about that.
Now this is the one where we completely flopped out on, and that was number 22 Notre Dame versus Arkansas, and Notre Dame was favored by 4.5.
I thought we went with Notre Dame.
No, we both favored for the upset.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Arkansas was at home. I had more faith in them, and yeah, I should have known Notre Dame was going to snap out of the slump.
Yeah,
I should have never went against Notre Dame because, like I
I
said, they've
shouldn't
got
have
a pretty good.
either.
They do got a better team than what the
But I
record
mean,
says.
Arkansas absolutely got spanked. It was 56-13.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Carr had a field day. He was 22 for 30, 354 yards, 4 touchdowns, only sacked once. Jeremiah Love and their other halfback Price, they had a combined total of 140 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. I mean, it was just an absolute schooling.
Yeah.
Arkansas's quarterback, 17 for 32, 207 yards, 1 interception, 3 sacks, and then he ran the ball 10 times for 81 yards. That's not going to fly against Notre Dame. It's just not.
You're right. It is not going to. You're right. Oh. I got one back spasm. Wolfie, I remember I went out and got all those groceries. My back is spasming from something.
Yeah, I'll have occasional spasms every now and again myself.
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't.
a swollen disc in the, I think it's the 5th vertebra. It's down in the arch of the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I have to go lay on it. I'm gonna be talking to you and laying on an ice pack, man. It's just I got a, what do you call that? A Charlie horse. Like I got a knot in my back right now. It's like a swollen. It just swelled up. It's just knotted me up.
Yeah, and I tell you what sucks worse is having a cramp right in the middle of the shoulder blades.
Oh, that's basically what I have. Just like what you said, right below the shirt, just right below the shoulder blade.
Oh
Or,
yeah,
or
yeah.
close. Oh yeah.
That's the worst spot right there.
Should I lay on ice right now, or should I just? I got a massage. I got one of them fancy massage beds, $3,000.
Sometimes rotating your arms around in circles will help that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm doing that right now. I'm on the corner of the bed doing some exercises right now. But yeah, I did a little bit of exercise when I was going out. We went to 4 stores, 2 grocery stores, and yeah, we just locked up. Oh, you know what helps too? Take potassium.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a potassium capsule right now. Because down in South Florida, we're at 90 degrees right now. But yeah, potassium will fight off spasms. I take a very low dose of potassium. It's 99 milligram dose. I'm looking for one right now. Let me see. I know I got one in here somewhere.
now we both went against the spread on this game, but I'm actually surprised that I actually called this game.
Yeah, what
Number
one's that?
21 USC versus number 23 Illinois, and Illinois won 34-32.
Oh no, I went with USC.
You thought USC would win, but below the spread. I said I thought Illinois would pull the upset.
Okay.
So we were both right on beating the spread because the spread was 6.5 in favor of USC. Trojans, their quarterback Maeva had 364 yards, 2 touchdowns, a pick and a sack, which I mean, really, that's not bad stats for a loss. But then Altmaier for Illinois, he had 328 yards, 2 touchdowns. a sack and had a rushing touchdown. So, and then we were sure that Vanderbilt was going to beat the spread against Utah State, and I said you can't ever fully rule out that Utah State will surprise, and they did beat the spread actually.
They did, right?
Yeah.
So we were wrong.
Yeah, we were wrong. The spread was 22.5 points, and it was 55-35. So it was they beat the spread by 2.5 points. Pavia was 26 for 34, 325 yards.
Yeah, that's a pretty aggressive spread. So, it makes sense.
He had 5 touchdowns, an interception. He was sacked once, and ran 9 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. Utah State played 2 separate quarterbacks. Barnes was 15 of 22, had 3 touchdowns, 161 yards. Conover, their backup, was 11 for 14 and 92 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Wow. I got lucky, Wolfie. I found one last potassium capsule. Otherwise, I would have had to go back out to the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I've noticed that potassium. I run because I don't eat bananas, so I have to take a potassium capsule about every 2 or 3 times a week to see it stays in your system for at least 2 days. So sometimes I take about like 3. I take like 3 potassium tablets per week. Remember when we used to play football? We would have to take potassium and salt tablets. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because before we used to have them right there. We would take potassium, and then we'd also have salt tablets.
Shoot.
That we had to take. Remember that? Remember that shit? We had to take
Yeah.
that shit when we played football.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
And sometimes we would even have to have the smelling salts to fully get us out of the cramps.
Yeah. So I remember because Wolfie played a lot more football than I did. I only played for 1 year, not even the full season. But I remember having to take those salt tablets because it's so hot down here in South Florida, and playing in that heat, you would actually need the salt.
Yeah, there was one time I had a cramp so bad that you could literally see the cramp forming on my calf, and they had me do the smelling salts. They had me take a salt tablet, and then they had to actually give me a IV of fluids
Yeah.
on the sideline.
Yep. Sometimes that's what happens. And then later on, you got to take potassium. It's potassium and sodium. You need them both, and they fight each other. That's the problem.
Yeah, and then this is another one we got wrong too. I did not expect Ole Miss to beat LSU at all.
Who?
Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah. We missed that big time. I knew Ole Miss was good, but I never knew they had it in them to beat LSU.
Yeah, the score on that one was Ole Miss 24, LSU 19.
Close game, 1-score game.
Nussmeier only had 194 yards that game. Ole Miss's quarterback just was ripping it down the field. He out of 23 passes, 314 yards, and he ran for 71 yards on top of that.
Yeah, I saw major vulnerabilities with LSU. I am 99% sure that they're going to have another loss. I don't know yet who they're going to lose to, but they're going to lose again.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just trying to see who it's going to be. But I saw major vulnerabilities. First Florida only beat them by 10. I mean, they only beat Florida by 10. And I think they were at home. That's when I noticed the vulnerabilities. And then now that they lost, yeah, I see way more vulnerabilities now.
Oh yeah. Just like with Texas A&M, I'm seeing more vulnerability out of them too. They're number 9 in the country, and then they just barely beat Auburn. It was 16-10.
Yeah, I see them getting whooped too.
We thought that Texas A&M would beat the spread, which was 6.5 points. I mean, we were close. I mean, it was a 6-point game, but still, that was one I thought we would have convincingly. But
Yeah. Yeah, everybody surprises you these days.
and
These
then
these teams just rise up whenever, you just never expect it.
yeah, there's Angel.
Yeah, there's Puppy Smurf. But yeah, these teams run on adrenaline sometimes. Anybody can beat anybody. These 2 and 3 and 1-star guys can go out there and whoop those 5 and 4-star guys any day of the week. It just when they believe in themselves, these kids can do anything. So it don't matter about like who's got the more loaded roster. It's about who gets on the same page the same day, the same game, and that's what it kind of comes down to.
Yeah. And then you were 100% right on the Ohio State Washington game.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a
Ohio State.
9.5 spread for Ohio State, and the final score was 24-6. So you 100% called that one. I thought it would be against the spread myself.
Yeah, I seen Ohio State, and I saw how deep that roster is, and the only way Ohio State's ever going to lose is if they beat themselves. They really got a deep roster. Like even their backups could start from most other teams. I don't think people realize how loaded Ohio State is.
And
I'm already thinking about that Miami game. Yeah.
If anybody's watching this that hasn't subscribed, or if you watch this after the fact and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe, hit the like button for algorithms, and also don't forget to subscribe to Teddy too.
Yeah, I don't do sports on my channel though. That's why I don't even try to promote my channel. I do lottery tickets and talk and guitar musicians. It's just we all like variety of stuff. We all like different interests. I'm a variety channel, and then Wolfie likes tickets and sports. It's good to have different varieties of interests.
Yeah. It keeps it interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah. I just don't understand why. Like, it seems like YouTube wants us to stay with one topic, and I'm like, why? Like we like more things than just one thing. I understand that algorithm thing, but I don't know. I think they should have a algorithm for variety channels. Like I like sports and I like fishing, and I know a lot of people that like football and they like fishing.
Yeah.
I let my fish
I
go
don't know.
too.
I mean, I could have potentially done this one and the scratching all on one channel, but I mean, this is a lot of content though, and it's a whole different animal too. Really.
Yeah, and when I do, just like the sportsman that I am, when I catch the fish, I let all my fish go.
Yeah.
I don't keep none of them. Unless it's an invasive species, we're actually supposed to kill it. So if it's something really bad, maybe I might kill it, but usually I still let it go.
The only thing that I've ever caught that I've kept to cook is catfish.
Oh, that's a tasty fish, boy. If you get the right catfish, oh, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Snook and catfish are the 2 best fish I've ever had in the freshwater or brackish water too, because snook's in brackish water.
And I tell
And
you
then,
what,
yeah.
I'm sure you've had fried catfish. I don't know whether you've had grilled catfish, but
I've had them all. I've had all the catfishes, all the
if
different ways.
if you've had catfish that's actually been on the grill, that
Yeah,
is some good eating right there.
Yeah, I always put garlic, lemon butter. Is always what I do. That garlic lemon butter is what I like. But yeah, there's still a lot of football to be left to be played. We're going to see a ton more upsets this year.
Oh yeah, 100%. Thank you for the 3 watching. Appreciate that. Yeah, while we were having the technical difficulties, we had over 20 watching, but
Yeah, Angel's still here. Angel, I had to do the tickets because we had some stuff to do. I was kind of in limbo. So we got, of the Puppy Smurf tickets, we got one $5 winner. So out of the 2, so lost $1. No big deal. But yeah, I'm starting to like that ticket more and more and more. The Treasure Island Puppy Smurf.
yeah, here in Tennessee, it's going to be interesting because we got Christmas tickets coming out in October, November, and December.
Oh, cool. And yeah, Angel, I forgot to tell Angel. Yeah, I think I left him a message. Angel, I tried those tandas, and yeah, they are better. They're better than McDonald's. They were thicker. I showed them to Wolfie here, and he thought they looked better too. They were definitely heavier, so you might pay a little bit more for them, but they got a damn good chicken tender at Wendy's right now. Apparently, all the Wendy's have rolled them out as a new product as of Monday. And you know that goes good with football, guys. Them chicken tandas.
Them tandas.
That's right. Them chicken tandas go good with football. That's why I'm mentioning it. They're a little pricey though. They're $7.19 for 4 of them, but they're pretty big. Like Wolfie said it. He said, "Look, it looks like somebody just grabbed the breast and ripped the meat right off the bone." That's what Wolfie said.
Sure did.
Yeah, and he's right. You know, it's like it's a big tender. It's a big, thick ass tender. So yeah, you're gonna get your money's worth, even though you pay for it. I think 1 box is all you really need, unless you're a guy. Maybe 2 boxes. But for a woman, 1 box is all she'll need. 4 of them big, thick things. It's like about eating like a breast and a half. For a breast meat.
Yeah, you had one of those two breast meals going.
Yeah. Angel's up there chomping on that stuff at employee discount right now. And there's a whole bunch of sauces too. They got a honey barbecue and like 5 other sauces. There's like 5 total sauces, maybe. I think it's 5 of them. But honey barbecue, I don't like that. I don't like the honey. I'm more of a smoked barbecue type person.
Yeah,
I like the hickory, and the mesquite. That's my kind of taste.
I don't know. I've kind of favored the honey mustard and the sweet and sour route
Yeah, I don't
myself.
like honey. I don't know why. I just haven't liked the honey. I don't know. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to go over all the stats for all these games because it would take us almost 2-3 hours just on stats.
Oh yeah. It's just
But Indiana took on Iowa. It was 20-15.
that's a close game.
We went. We thought that Indiana would beat the spread after the way they've been playing, but apparently they just couldn't get things going against Iowa.
Yeah, we called Indiana, but we didn't get the spread. And Iowa, I've noticed Iowa is a much better team than what they're showing, the record showing. I've been looking at some of their stats, and I wouldn't bet against Iowa too much. They're going to definitely be beating some spreads, I think.
Oh yeah.
They've got that coach too. That coach is good.
And then of course you got the Iowa State Arizona game that was last week. 6-point favorite for Iowa State. Iowa State impressed me. They really did. It was 39-14.
Yeah, they're a little better than they look too. Iowa State. Yeah, that's where we got our backup quarter back at Miami Dolphins, Skylar Thompson. He came from there. But Iowa State's been getting some really good recruits.
Oh
They've
yeah.
been doing real well. Yep, Iowa State's been definitely looking a little bit better than their record says.
And then the game of the week, you had number 6 Oregon. They were taking on number 2 Penn State.
Did we call Oregon?
I called for the upset. You actually were favoring Penn State. You thought that they would meet the 3.5.
Oh, I thought I went with Oregon.
You thought about Oregon, and then you were like, no, I think Penn State will. And I said, remember, in close games,
Yeah, the guy
Franklin tends
chokes.
to choke.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I thought I changed it. I could have sworn I went with Oregon, but I guess maybe because Penn State was at home, maybe I picked them. I don't know. But it was still a good game.
But boy, he sure did choke it at the end,
He
though.
sure did. He sure did. Yeah, it's almost like he panics or something.
I know. I don't get it, but I mean, he does not coach the same when in close situations. It don't make sense
Yeah,
to me.
he plays panic ball or something. I don't know why.
Well, Angel will be proud of this one. Missouri versus UMass. Missouri was favored by 44.5
Oh,
points.
we went with Mass, didn't we?
Yeah, we went against the spread. We sure did.
Yeah.
And then the score was 42 to 6. So the spread will wind up being 30. What's that? 34, something like that.
Oh, so we missed it. We missed it.
No, we got it.
Oh, okay.
The spread was supposed to be 44.5, and the
Oh,
score of
okay.
the game was a 34. So
Okay.
we got that one.
Okay, that was good.
So them Minutemen played tough enough to keep it.
Well, I studied some more stuff, so I think this week I'm hoping we're going to be a little more accurate. I'm not going to, like a lot of times I let records kind of influence me a little more. I'm not going to look at that anymore.
The stats actually go a long way in helping you figure
Yes,
out what's going on.
that's right. Yeah, I went like I would go a certain way, and then I kept looking at the record, and then I was letting the records kind of sway me a little bit.
And I called the Bama game.
You sure did. I didn't think Bama would lose. I mean, I didn't think Bama would win. I didn't. I truly thought Georgia was going to win it.
Yeah, Georgia was favored by three points, and
I really thought Georgia had that game, but nope.
Bama just plainly outplayed them there at the end. It was a great game though.
Yeah, I know. I see. Yeah, Georgia definitely has way more vulnerabilities than we first thought. So I've definitely foreseen that. I don't even know who the best in the SEC is right now. I don't know who it is. It ain't. It's not LSU. It's not Georgia. It's not Alabama.
Honestly, I think it's a 5-way tie.
Yeah, I don't know who the best is. I mean, is Tennessee and Alabama playing?
Yeah, Tennessee and Alabama they don't play next week, but the week after.
Yeah, I think whoever wins that game will probably be the best in the SEC.
Now,
Whoever wins, yeah.
now this week Tennessee's on a bye. The next week is Arkansas here in Knoxville. I think Tennessee should be able to do that one, but that's a later conversation.
I know. I just don't know who the best in the SEC is. It's such a competitive conference.
I think it's. I really feel like it's like a 5-way tie between Tennessee, Georgia, Bama, LSU, and Texas A&M.
Yeah, I'm looking right now to see. Okay, yeah, Georgia dropped down to number 12 now.
Well, that and Vanderbilt.
But it was only a 3-point game, so Alabama won by 24-21. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Vandy might be the best. I hate to say that, but it might be true. Vandy
Vanderbilt.
might be the best. They might
Vanderbilt.
be.
Vanderbilt. We're actually going to be talking about them here in a minute because they play Bama this week.
Who they play?
They play Bama.
Okay, well, I think that might if Vanderbilt beats Alabama, I think they might be the best. They might be the sleeper in the SEC. Okay, and then you can't discount Ole Miss too, though. It's either going to be Ole Miss or Vanderbilt. I don't know if I'd go. I don't know if I'm ready to jump on that Ole Miss train though, as them being the best in the SEC.
And
But
then
yeah, Vanderbilt scored 70 points on Georgia State, which is a slack team, but 70 points is pretty damn good. And then
yeah.
Virginia slammed Stanford 48-20. So,
Yeah. But number 25 BYU, they went to Colorado. We thought that Colorado would beat the spread of 6.5. We were correct. Final score was 24-21 BYU. The
yeah,
game
yeah.
the game that really surprised me was that Duke Syracuse game. Out of all the ranked games, all the other games, that one was surprising to me. Duke was favored by 4.5 points. I was sure, even with Syracuse backup, that it would be against the spread, and we both agreed. But Duke went out and absolutely whooped the ass. I mean, it was
He's
38.
Oh yeah, that surprised me. But yeah, that's right. You know what? We got right now Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Vanderbilt. That one of them is going to be like co-leader of the SEC. Man, nobody would ever seen that one coming.
Angel, no, we didn't actually make bets, but what we're doing is for the ones that do make bets, we're telling them our best opinions to who to
Yeah,
go for. And so when we do the recap, we have to go over this stuff because it does make a difference.
yeah. I just recapped right now just what happened, what games. Just to kind of get a recap of the ones. But yeah, there was definitely. You're right. I think that Duke Syracuse one was definitely the biggest surprise.
And then Louisville beating Pitt surprised me. You said it was too close to call. It was 34-27.
Yeah, see, it was too close.
And then I was thinking UCF when they were taking on Kansas State. You said it
Didn't
was too close to call, but Kansas State won 34-20.
Okay, yeah, I would have. If I was forced to choose, I would have choose Kansas State. By 1 point is what I would have done.
And then Navy took on Rice. They were favored by 14 points. I thought that Rice would beat the spread, but too close to call. And you said too close to call.
Was it
And
Navy?
and Navy won 21-13. So it was against the spread. So we would have been right on that one.
Yeah.
And then the last game that we went over was Virginia Tech at North Carolina State, and North Carolina State was favored by 10.5 points. We both said beat the spread, and Virginia Tech actually beat NC State 23-21.
Wow. So they actually won that. Okay.
But before we get into the next week's schedule, there's a few things that I was going to bring up. The passing leaders so far this year, only the top six. I'm only doing the top six. If you need to know more details, you can go check out the CBS Sports app or the ESPN app, and it will break down all the way down to 134 teams. But I'm just doing the top 6 because we just don't have time to go over everybody. For passing leaders, you had the Big 12 Conference Baylor. Their quarterback Robinson has a total of 1,713 yards so far. In the Big 10, you have USC's Mayava, rather, 1,587 yards. ACC's Duke Mensa, he has 1,573. In the American Conference, in number 4 is ECU out of all teams, East Carolina. Quarterback named Hauser, he has 1,509 yards. In 5th place is Conference USA, West Kentucky, MacGyver. That's a cool name, MacGyver. For 1474. And then the SEC passing leader and number 6 so far in the country is Joey Aguilar with the Tennessee Volunteers at 1459. In the rushing category, number 1 is in the SEC for Missouri, halfback Hardy for 730 yards. In 2nd place from the American Conference is Texas San Antonio's Henry Jr. For 624 yards. Conference USA's Jacksonville State. Halfback name is Cook for 614 yards. In 4th place is ACC Conference NC State Wolfpack Smothers for 570 yards. And the one that surprises me on this list is the one that's in 5th place, Independent, not Notre Dame, UConn.
UConn, wow.
Yeah, UConn quarterback, halfback Edwards for 557 yards.
The UConn Huskies, I think. Wow, I never thought that.
And then I'm sorry, that was.
He'll probably transfer out of there to a big school. They're gonna throw some nil money at that guy. You know that somebody's going to.
Yeah, and then 6th place is Michigan halfback Haynes. He has 537
Michigan State or Michigan
yards.
Wolverines? Wolverines.
And don't forget 6th place Angel Morales for negative -0.2.
Yeah.
From the recliner.
Yeah. My knee just popped and it sounded like I broke a piece of wood over here.
Shoot, I get that one. I pop all the time. I'll get up out of bed and pop all.
Yeah, my left knee. I just twisted my leg just to because it needed to stretch, and it popped. It sounded like a piece of wood broke.
But yeah, since we're so late in the week, we're going to go ahead and go over the upcoming week games, and just see where everything's at, and do it this way, because on
It's one I had to really pay extra attention to was obviously the Florida State Miami game, and I'm extra hard on Miami because that's my team. But you know what? I looked at it like you said statistically, and I got to give Miami the edge on that. I think I'm gonna wind up picking Miami, even though I think still Florida State might pull the upset. I still might go with Miami just because, like you said, the statistics. That defense, on paper, Miami should beat Florida State.
Me personally, I honestly think it's too close to call. But if I was putting money on the game, I would go with Miami just because of the statistics. I really
Yeah.
would. I'm thinking
Hey,
about
Castellano has been hurt a lot, so he's probably still bruised up pretty good.
I'm honestly thinking if Florida State comes out playing like they did against Virginia,
Oh, they're going to get whooped. Yeah.
I could see it being like a 13-point game. But if they come out playing like they did against Alabama,
Yeah.
then
Then,
it's going to
Miami's
be a
going to be in
barn
trouble.
burner.
Yep. Miami's going to be in some trouble. But
It'll
yeah,
be like an overtime game situation if that is the case.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Miami on that one, only because I studied it a lot, and because I'm always hard on Miami. I still got to pick them based on statistics. Like across the board, they should be winning that game. But part of me is telling me, that that's a rivalry game, and Florida State's going to rise to the occasion, and they could pull the upset. I mean, I would almost say it's too close to call, but I'm still going to pick Miami because the statistics and that defense has been playing fantastic.
Right, exactly.
That's why I'm picking Miami, because of the defense.
But on Friday, you have number 23 BYU. They're playing at home against West Virginia. I personally think that is going to be a absolute beatdown.
Yeah, West Virginia. Yeah, BYU's a little better than they look. Let me check on West Virginia before I pick this one. West Virginia football. All right, so it's going to pull it up here. Yeah, they Utah beat West Virginia convincingly. So yeah, I am still going to stick with BYU at home. I'm sticking with that. Now, how many is the point spread? 14?
11.
Yeah, okay. If it was as long as it's 14 or less, I'm going to pick BYU. I mean, I'm going to pick BYU.
And
So
then everything else is on Saturday. You got 23 Illinois, who just beat USC. They're going to Purdue to take on the Boilermakers. I don't see that being even close. It don't
yeah,
matter
me
what the
neither.
spread is.
Purdue. Yeah, Purdue just doesn't seem like they care anymore. They really don't do all that much to recruit or anything. I don't see how they pull that upset. So I'm going with Illinois on that one.
Boy, ain't that
Yeah.
embarrassing. I can't even tell what I wrote.
Yeah, I think.
Iowa State is playing Cincinnati.
Ooh,
Number 14,
fair.
Iowa State is going to Cincinnati, Ohio to take on the Bearcats.
Yeah, who was that again?
Huh?
Who is it going to Cincinnati?
Number 14, Iowa State.
Ooh, yeah. Let me see.
I don't really know that much about
Cincinnati
Cincinnati, but
Bearcats
I know that
football.
their quarterback, I think his completion rating somewhere in the 50s.
Yeah, they barely beat Kansas. They whooped up Northwest. Okay, wait, because they Cincinnati's had some really good teams in the past, so they've done some pretty good recruiting. I'm trying to see here. They beat, the Nebraska beat them, but barely. Nebraska barely beat Cincinnati. Uh,
Okay, I'm going to say a 10-point ball game. That's what I'm going with.
well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Iowa State, but I don't know. It could anything could happen still, but I'm still gonna go with Iowa State. Cincinnati just doesn't have the team that they used to have.
And then the next game, we were talking about this before the stream. Kentucky is going to Athens, Georgia to take on them dogs. And
Yeah,
Kentucky has not been
played good.
impressive at all.
Yeah, I don't know what the spread is there, but
I want to say it's 12, but I'm not 100% sure.
yeah, Georgia knows that this loss is really set them back. I think they're going to come out ready to make a point and try to get those They want to go back up in the polls in case they don't win the SEC. They need to stay in the top 12. I think they're going to beat the spread no matter what. So I'm going with Georgia.
I think Georgia is going to be pissed
Me
at
too. They're
the
going to be hungry.
Alabama game, and they're going to come out with a vengeance. I don't even see it being. I could see it easily being over 21 points difference.
Yeah.
And then we got number 20 Michigan, the Wolverines at home against Wisconsin. I don't think that's going to be a matchup.
Wisconsin's horrible this year. I'm going with Michigan. I don't care what the spread is.
Yeah, I think that's going to be about a 3-score ball game myself.
Yes.
And when I mean, for those that are watching that don't know what 3-score means, that means that it's going to be at least a 3-touchdown game. It will be 21 points.
That's right.
If I say a 3-point game, that's saying that's going to be close or three just 3 points. But 3 scores,
Wisconsin,
21.
yeah, they got a lot of problems they need to fix with that football team, and they were just in the top 20 like a year or two ago. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but they got to get that situation fixed with their team and their sports. Instead of suing Miami, over some guy that left for the transfer portal, they need to focus on moving on. But some player transferred to Miami, and they sued Miami for tampering. Yeah, it's been what it's been is it's been a big distraction to the team and to the you know what I mean, and that's what it's done. It's distracted the team.
Yeah.
So they don't think about that. Really does it screws up the team dynamic? It's yeah, they got to quit doing weird stuff like that.
And now we're going to talk about Billy Napier and the Florida Gators. They're at the Swamp. This is a crucial week for Billy Napier. I think if he continues losing, they are going to probably look in doing the buyout for his contract. They're taking on number 9 Texas, the Longhorns.
Yeah, what's funny? They could win that game, but they would have to play a perfect game. But I don't see them beating it, winning. So even though it's at the Swamp, South Florida beat them at the Swamp. So I'm gonna say Texas is gonna beat them at the Swamp too.
Only
What's
one
the point
thing
spread?
though.
What's the point spread?
Point spread is 14 points.
Ooh, that's pretty aggressive. I don't know that they might beat that point spread.
But here's
Texas wins by 11, as I say. So I'm going to pick Florida because I only think Texas is going to win by 11.
Here's the thing. Not one Manning besides Eli has had a win against the Gators. Arch Manning never beat the Gators.
That don't mean nothing.
Eli only beat them once. Peyton never beat them while at Tennessee. For whatever reason, it seems like Florida has Manning's number. But, like you said, that doesn't really mean nothing. But, for whatever reason, when it comes to Manning's playing the Gators, they get in a different psyche or something. I don't know what it is. So I could see it being a lot closer than what they think.
Yeah. Some of these statistics are so crazy that they're just statistics. You know what I mean? They're just. But yeah, I still say they're going to beat the spread. But I still think Texas will win the game. But I guess I have to go with Florida because of the spread.
Yeah, I think it's going to be less than 14. I do. I mean, we could be completely totally wrong. Texas could go out there and not even let Florida score. But usually mistakes are made when you least expect it, and last week was more than proof.
Mm-hmm.
And then Notre Dame is playing at home against Boise State. Boise State has had some good teams. I don't think this is the year, though.
No, it's not. They're mediocre this year.
And then you got Virginia, who is now ranked. They're number 24 in the country. But they're playing at undefeated Louisville. And this is a 6-point game estimation at this point.
That one's so close to call. I don't know if I can call that one.
I don't know whether I can call one, to be honest with you. I really don't. Virginia played really good football against Florida State, but Louisville's been playing great ball too. So, I mean,
That's too close to call that one. But if I had to, I think I would go with. I don't know. I would think. What's the point spread?
6 points.
But who would you go to? Louisville by 6.
No, it's Virginia.
Virginia by 6.
If
Yeah.
I wrote it down correctly, it's Virginia by 6.
No, I think that's gonna be a 3-point game. I guess I'll pick Louisville then if I had to, but I'd say too close to call.
That's if I wrote it down correctly. I was rushing, to be honest with you, but if I wrote it down correctly, it's Virginia by 6 is what they're saying right now. And this one's another 6-point game supposedly, which I'm on the fence on this game. It's probably the game of the week. It is number 16 Vanderbilt taking on number 10 Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I can't call that one either. What's the point spread on that?
6 points again.
Yeah, I don't know if I can call that or not. You know what? I think Vanderbilt might pull that upset. I'm gonna pick Vanderbilt. Screw it.
I would love to see a Vanderbilt win against Bama again for the second year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, when you're looking at the playmakers' perspective, Alabama has playmakers everywhere on the field, and they proved that against Georgia. But Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia is phenomenal. Their halfback, Matthews, who can't. No, not halfback. Their corner, Matthews, who was originally at Tennessee. He was a starter and was great at Tennessee, and I don't know. I think I would. I think I would go against the spread on this one. It might go into overtime. I really can't pinpoint a winner, but I think it might go against the spread, though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Vanderbilt because I think Vanderbilt sees that they win this game. They're really contenders to win the SEC this year.
Yeah.
I think they're shocking everybody. I think they might shock Alabama. I think they're going to.
But Diego Pavia has been a little bit cocky. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the video where he made the claims at the beginning of the year that Vanderbilt was going to own Tennessee after this year, and that they were going to a national championship. Whenever somebody gets that cocky, they're going to mess up somewhere down the road. And every team, it don't matter whether you're the best team on earth or whether you're mediocre, there's always that one game, just the one game where you should just absolutely whip the crap out of somebody. And you're going to go out there and absolutely make a fool of yourself and either lose or barely win. For example, like Tennessee last week against Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a really hard one to call. It really is. But this one's not. This one's an easy one. Probably one of the easiest ones we've ever had to predict. This was number 7 Penn State traveling to LA to take on the UCLA Bruins, who hasn't won a single game this year, which includes losses to New Mexico State. So, landslide.
What's the spread on that one though?
Let me see. If I wrote it down correctly, it's a 28-point advantage to Penn State.
Well, I don't know if they're going to beat them by 28 because remember, the Bruins are due to bounce back. They're due to, and I would think since they're getting whooped, I don't know, they might actually surprise us and beat the spread. But yeah, on the other Vanderbilt Alabama game, I still think that they're going to beat the spread. So I'm going to take Vanderbilt on that other game. I really am. And then on this game, though, I don't know if I'm going with Penn State. I guess I am, just barely. I'll go with Penn State, just barely. The Bruins are
Nico
playing terrible.
Iamaleava is trash, and he's looking at transferring. He's
Yeah,
not in
so
the
he won't play
game.
good if he even plays. So
And they have other talent that's transferring. I just don't see it. I really don't. I think this game is probably going to be like 35 or 40-point advantage to Penn State.
yeah, I'm looking at maybe. See, that's the thing. I could see this even being as close as 35-14, which that would beat the spread.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because the new quarterback for the Bruins is going to want to go out there and prove something. So I'm almost about to flip back to UCLA beating that spread, but I'm not going to. Penn State, after a loss, I think they're going to bounce back hard. You know what I mean? Like they want to get back on track. So yeah, I'm going to barely pick Penn State, but that's almost another game too close to call because of that spread.
Now, if I go back and I see that anything is wrong with the spread, I will get back with Ted and see what he thinks, and then I will do a short with our final thoughts for this week. Because, like I said, we did our post week stuff a little bit later than normal. It's only 2 days away from where we normally do the spread show, anyways. So we're just kind of doing everything together this week. So, if there's differences, I'll make it known on the short.
You know what we need to do though? I just thought about because a lot of these people that gamble that really like to bet on sports, we need to pick 3 games that are what we call sure shots. And we need to pick 3 like the best 3 games we are like that we think are gonna, you know what I mean, like are gonna be you'll either beat the spread for sure or we'll pick a winner for sure. Like we need to start doing that, picking 3 teams, 3 games of like where the best sure shots are.
Oh yeah, that.
And I'm thinking about it right now, like which ones would it be? I mean, yeah, trying to remember we talked about a couple games, but
I mean, we still got a couple of more games to go. There's one that's a sure shot that we haven't talked about yet, and that's number 1 Ohio State. They're at home in the shoe against Minnesota Gophers.
Yeah, they'll beat them, but the question is, what's the point spread on that?
I can't even read it. I think it says 14.
Yeah, if it's only 14, yeah, that's a sure shot right there. Ohio State should win by more than 14.
And then a 7-point advantage for Texas Tech as they go to Houston.
Yeah, that's probably almost another sure shot right there. But because it's at Houston, I don't know if I would call that one a sure shot. But I still pick Tech.
And then another sure shot, 21 point advantage. Number 5 Oklahoma at home against Kent State.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. But Mateer's not playing, so all the other guys got to pick it up. The quarterback is still injured.
I know, but
So how many points did you say? 21 on that one?
21.
Yeah, I don't know if I would that's close to being a sure shot, but I don't know for sure if it will be.
Kent State
Because
is the worst team in the NCAA.
yeah, they are bad. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could put that as a sure shot, but yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know. I know Oklahoma's going to want to develop that backup a little bit more, and he's already had 1 week experience, so I guess we'll go with that as a sure shot too, but yeah, they are pretty bad though.
And then you have number 6 Texas A&M, the Aggies at home against Mississippi State, who just took Tennessee to overtime. This will be the week to determine how good Mississippi State is and how good Tennessee is, because Mississippi State was undefeated going into the Tennessee game, and they took Tennessee to overtime. If they can
Yeah.
play close against Texas A&M, that means that Mississippi State has a team. But
Yeah, what's the point spread on that Texas A&M game? Or Mississippi State?
if I wrote it correctly, it's 5.5.
Oof, I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say that might be a sure shot, but no, I can't say it's a sure shot. That's a barn burner right there. I'm still going with Texas A&M barely.
But like I said, I'm going to make sure that everything's correct, and I'm going to get back with you later on Facebook or whenever one of us goes live again, and see what you think, if there's any differences, and I'll do a short with the final results.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to think of another sure shot. Like if we could put one more game that I'm trying to remember the other games you told me.
Michigan over Wisconsin, I think that would be a surefire.
Yeah, that's a sure shot right there. Yeah.
And then Notre Dame versus Boise, I think that's a sure shot too.
Yeah, that could be a sure shot too. Yeah, definitely. There's a couple more games for you guys.
But bye weeks this week, you got number 2 Oregon, you got Ole Miss, Indiana, LSU, Tennessee, Georgia Tech, Missouri, and Arizona State. All are on bye weeks this week.
Yeah, that's a lot of big teams right there getting a week off.
And then after Tennessee rests, they get to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks, and they are coming to Knoxville. And Sam Pittman was fired. The interim coach is Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino returns to the helm of the Razorbacks for the first time since the early 2000s. Back when in the days of Darren McFadden.
You know what might be? You think, Wolfie? What's the game of the week? I think it's going to be Miami versus FSU.
The game of the week this week is Vanderbilt versus Bama.
Yeah, I mean it kind of is. What's Vanderbilt ranked now?
16 and Bama's 10.
Okay, yeah, I still say the Miami Florida State game, and they're both like the games of the week right there. Those two, because you got the
And Florida State's
ACC.
ranked 18th.
Yeah, but so you got basically the ACC is going to develop right there because whatever team wins there, let's say Miami wins, then they're probably going to be facing Tech in the ACC championship. So that's important. And then if Vanderbilt beats Bama, I think Vanderbilt's going to be in the SEC. So those are the 2 games of the week right there. You get the ACC and you get the SEC. And these games could be huge for some teams and catastrophic for others.
Yeah.
If Vandy loses, then all of a sudden SEC is back up for grabs. If Miami loses, then boom, the ACC is up for grabs. With Georgia Tech of all teams sitting in the driver's seat. It's been a weird year already.
Oh yeah.
The SEC and the ACC are flipped upside down. I didn't expect all the stuff we've seen already.
Oh yeah. There's been a ton of surprises.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going out on the limb saying I do believe Ohio State is going to win the title again this year. I do. I think they're good. I think they're just balanced. They got good coaching. They got a deep roster. I just don't see anybody really beating them. And I think the best people to possibly beat them might be Oregon. So we're gonna see that game soon. You know, when Oregon and Ohio State play, we'll see.
All I know is I'm going to lose if Vanderbilt's the one that goes all the way.
Yeah, I definitely like Vandy, man. I really think Vanderbilt's got some major talent on that team.
But
They've got some people that really believe in themselves on that team. And when you got a team like that, and you got all these guys playing together, you know, and kind of like get that cohesive unit like that, I think right now maybe Vandy might be the most balanced team as far as chemistry. That they really are in sync right now.
yeah.
They're one of the top 3 things. I think they're a top 3 team right now. Right now, you know, the way they're playing right now. But I mean, they're really they're clicking.
But they're just getting to the meat of the bone when it comes to the SEC schedule.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I could see them easily just losing 1 game. That's it. You know, like I could see Vandy going all the way to the SEC championship.
I mean, there's no question. They're definitely going to get into a bowl game. They're going to go to a major bowl game.
Yeah,
The question is the playoff. Are they going to be good enough to get to the playoff?
Yeah, I really like Vanderbilt. I've always have. I've always thought they had a good coach, and they've got a good program there. They run a clean program there. I don't know. They develop 3-star guys mostly. But yeah, I've really just started looking at them close. And they remind me of Tech. Them and Tech are so much alike. You know, Tech's got a good coach. They also build mostly with 3-star guys, and they build 3s into 5s.
Yeah.
Definitely been an interesting year so far.
Wow, we done good. We did all of that in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, we got nobody watching. It says 0 there, Wolfie. 6 likes. Look at that. Oh man. But yeah, we did it all. We got to start doing a little bit faster, but it's hard not to. You know, I mean, it's just you know,
It's a lot to go over. It's a lot of
it
material.
is. Yeah, it really is. But yeah, I'm still kind of picking based on, you know, like I'm letting the damn wins do the tie breaking, but I tried my hardest to like go, you know, with the statistics this time, you know, like on my picks. But this is, I don't know. Like I said, there's only like maybe 3 to 4 games that could really go each way. It's just how these guys rebound from wins or losses. Sometimes they get done with a big win and then they just fall apart, just like Syracuse did.
Yeah.
And then you got certain people that just after they get whooped, they come back strong. And I'm just hoping Georgia, I think Georgia's going to come back strong.
Well, I mean, you remember how last week was? It was fluctuating between like 5 and 6, and then it was down to like 3 and 2, and then none by the time it ended. I went
Yeah.
back and looked at the statistics. I had over 100 views last week, and
Yeah. People are
uh,
watching the replays then. They're
yeah,
watching the replays. So that's good. I think, like I said, a lot of people want to get those sure shots, and they want those picks, on who's going to bring them money. I think that we see things that other people don't see, and they see things that we don't see. So it's
and,
interesting.
and I also think that doing it in the evening brings a little bit more attention. The only reason why
Yeah,
I say that is because people are at work and what have you. And the first time that we done it, it was in the evening. We had like 13, 14 strong. We didn't even show our faces that day, and we were going that strong. So,
yeah.
uh,
I mean, maybe we should do another one on Friday, and then just go and just say these are our picks, and then try to do like a 10-minute live or something, and just test it to see how many people come.
yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we just do a recap, like write down everything that we've been saying and write down what we have, and then we could do any adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Like we could do adjustments and just go real quick. Well, like we won't go into detail. We won't go into player detail,
Right.
and then we'll
The-
just say this is why, we're gonna go with this because of the spread. We're gonna pick this team because of the spread. Because
yeah,
remember the spreads are gonna fluctuate.
just the game spread and our prediction. And just
Yeah.
keep it
Yeah.
straight down the line.
Yeah, a little 10-minute or less live. I want to test it and see if it does as good as I think it will.
There's the Wilma Ruski. Yeah, it was a little bit choppy at the start, Wilma, but you'll have to go back and rewatch this. A lot of stuff was talked about in a fairly short amount of time.
Yep, there's Wilma. Yep, Wilma showed up. Okay, good. We don't have to take her wrench away.
But yeah, it will be a little bit more constructive or planned out this next time. I'm going to go ahead and schedule the one for Friday. Now we'll figure out a time and just go ahead and have it in there, and then if we have to adjust it, we can a little bit. But
Yeah, and the spreads change too. They alter the spread sometimes.
yeah. Thank you, Wilma. Yeah. We I ain't gonna get rid of your wrench. That was just joking with you.
Yeah. So what you call it? Angel went back to work.
Yeah. Well, he had to go to the manager's class.
See, what's gonna really help the channel is if we start predicting these games and people start making money. That's when people start coming. You know what I mean? Like, so we got to just try to hone in our skills and pick winners. So it's just like a football. If we keep winning on our predictions, we're gonna get you a bigger channel. Because people
Oh,
are gonna come to us because
okay.
we're
We got a mission, Ted. We got to make sure we have it 100% right Friday.
yeah
Wilma's
we
got
we got to
Wilma's.
try. Well, we got to outdo the pros. Some of these pros are picking about 70%. We got to try to beat. We got to try to get 75, 80% at least right. Because realistically, you're not going to get better than 80%. But if we could get like 80%, word will get out and the channel will grow.
Yeah. Wilma's got a football pool going, and she's got her sheet and paper ready to go.
Little Wilma Riskies. But yeah, trust me, if we keep picking winners, okay, eventually people will come. It's just how it is. Everybody wants the edge, and if we can get the edge, it's gonna really help the channel.
All right, woman. Well, on Friday we'll have it all broke down for you, straight down the line for you.
Yeah, that's people want to know who's going to win. That's just a known fact. Because people make money, people have bragging rights. People really want to know the winners. So if we can somehow predict these winners and get better, we can get 80 percentile. I think it's a home run. Gonna have some good success with this channel.
Yeah, as long as the ESPN's allowing me to use clips like they've been, I think I want to start doing that on my videos more, is using clips.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking about all these games right now. Like if I change my mind on any of them, by far, yeah, the biggest game that I'm worrying about right now is obviously the Alabama game.
Yeah, that Alabama Vanderbilt game is a
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I want Vanderbilt to win. Am I overlooking something? Because that game, I'm really torn on that one. Like I keep thinking Vanderbilt is going to stun Alabama and they're going to pull it off, but I just don't know. I mean, because it's what Alabama's favored by 6, right? Is that what it was?
6 points.
See, and I think it's going to be a 3-point Vanderbilt win or a 3-point Vanderbilt loss. So either way, I would still win if I went with Vandy. I might just still go with Vandy. And then you got the revenge factor from last year. That's what concerns me because Vandy beat Alabama last year.
Yeah.
And that revenge game always seems to play a factor. That's a barn burner. I think, Wolfie, I mean, between that game and the Miami game right now, oh, man, them two got my head all spinning right now.
That's those 2 games alone are going to have my attention the whole day.
Yeah, I got to think about it because, I might change my mind on both of them games. I know I went with Miami right now, but I just don't know. I'm going to have to lose some statistics too. I mean, at Florida State it's that's a hostile atmosphere. And you said Alabama's at Vandy, right?
Vanderbilt's at Alabama.
Oh, it is? I thought it was at Vandy. Oh,
It's at
okay.
Alabama.
Yeah, see, I might go with Alabama because I think at home Alabama might play a little bit better. So yeah, see, I might switch it right there. I might go. I'm right here on the fence with that one. But yeah, now that it's at Alabama, I might change my mind. That's a barn burner. I wouldn't bet on that game. I wouldn't bet on the Florida State game and the Miami game, and I wouldn't bet on that Vandy Alabama game. Those 2 games I wouldn't bet on.
Now, one thing I would put money on, if Vanderbilt beats Alabama in Alabama, DeBoer is going to be on one of the hottest seats.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gonna send him back to Washington. They're gonna put return to sender.
I don't think he'll be able to get back to the office fast enough after that game if he loses.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big loss, and I don't know if that is such a good game though. That Vanderbilt game. Normally, everybody said no way Alabama's gonna crush them, but no, Vanderbilt is highly underrated. They really are.
Well, I mean, we learned after this last week, any game can be a good game depending upon what team shows up. I mean, this Texas Florida game could be a 3 overtime thriller. I mean, we just have no way of knowing, but we can only give our best guidelines based off of the statistics and the stats, the analysis that's presented to us. So.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Texas on that game. I definitely think Texas is going to win, but I think it's going to be real close for a big part of the game. I could see Florida giving them hell for the first 3 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter, I'm predicting Texas to pull away with it. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Florida's going to peter out after the third quarter.
Yeah. Now, those of you that are watching that haven't seen my community post yet, I did change my name this week. I'm still Rocky Top, but I had to change the name because there's more than one Rocky Top sports talk. There's a ton of Rocky Tops out there. So I'm going back to my roots a little bit. So I changed it to Sports with Wolfie. So
Yeah. Yeah, that Wolfie. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here later today. Let's see, what time is it now? Oh, we've
it
been
is
here an hour and a
2:07.
half already.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, when we talk sports, man, it goes forever. I'm telling you, man.
Well, I mean, you said, oh, it's already been an hour and a half. It don't feel like it's been an hour and a half, but it's been an hour and a
No,
half.
I thought maybe an hour. I didn't know it was an hour and a half.
When I got to the bottom of the page, I was like, man, we're already done. Lord, we've only been on the phone for like maybe 30 minutes. And I looked at the clock. I was like, oh my gosh, it's been.
Yeah, I'm still scratching my head like on some of these picks. You know, some of these games are so damn tight. And I know people want to bet on those games, but they're just too close. They're that's why the statistics, that's why when the point spreads under, I would say 10 points, then that tells you right there it's going to be a tight game, because that's usually one score, like especially
Yeah.
like 6 points. That's a one score game. So, you know, when the experts put those kind of statistics down, I'm kind of hesitant to tell you guys what to do, you know, because um, it's just such a narrow margin. It truly is what you call gambling, you know. I think it's better. There's other games out there that have 14 plus points that are much more favorable to win on.
Well, I mean, people think that sports gambling is easy. It is just as hard to win money on sports gambling as it is hitting the Powerball or scratching a lottery ticket. And
Yes.
a lot of people don't realize that. There's a lot that goes into this sports prediction stuff. I mean,
Yeah, you know what, Rocky? In order to like balance out the channel, I think we're gonna have to do NFL, because I think it's easier to win money with the NFL. I do, because of the fact of these these college kids are just so emotional that they're not as stable. The NFL is much more stable. I don't. I've noticed I've had a higher prediction ratio picking the pros than the college.
well, I mean, we can
You know,
start doing a college show and an
I think we
NFL
got to
show
do a
on.
pro. I think we should do a short pro show where we just pick pros and that's it. We're not going to get into like all the player statistics and stuff. We're just going to say who's going to win. I think people would
Oh,
like that. And then you
okay.
got to hashtag it.
Well, there you go. Wilma has college pools and NFL pools, so
Yeah,
there you go. So
yeah. I think people want to know about the pros. I do. I think
so
people.
maybe on once the major games are done on Saturday, we.
Well, we'd have to do one tomorrow for NFL because
Oh yeah,
there's a
yeah, yeah. Because there's a
Thursday night
Thursday night
game.
football. Yeah.
There's a Thursday night football game, so we got to do it tomorrow sometime.
All right.
We're
Well,
gonna
then
do like a
I'll
little.
go
We could
ahead and.
do, yeah, we do a 20-minute live for NFL tomorrow.
So probably what tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, yeah, we got to do it tomorrow afternoon, and then we're just gonna pick the pros, and then you know we got to see what the betting line is, and then we go that way.
Okay, so we'll do the pro one tomorrow, and then we'll go back over the college one on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess it'll be hard to do the combination post game for or post week for both on the same day. We might have to break that up too.
Yeah, we just break it up. We just do back-to-back lives or something. We could just do one live and then make it a short one. Like the pros, I want to keep it kind of short because I don't think people are going to want to hear a bunch of babbling. They just want statistics. That's it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we could just blast out the pros and see what kind of reception we get. Yeah, make sure you put it in the title. Maybe even do some hashtags, and then put a good title in there. NFL picks or something like that. I mean, it's tempting to tag some of those people like Prize Picks and some of them other channels.
Yeah.
Because if you hashtag them, you're giving them, you're kind of like we're like working with them in a way. Because we're just giving our opinions, but we're also, helping them. I don't think they would have a problem with that.
No, probably not. Especially as long as we're mentioning them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with ESPN. As long as I have down at the bottom of the screen where it says ESPN, my videos don't get
Yeah, I've heard a lot
pinged
of
for it.
people say that Prize Picks is good. I've heard a lot of positive things about the sports betting platforms that are out there right now. I haven't heard a single bad thing yet about any of them. I think Prize Picks is one, and there's another one. There's two of them that I've heard good things about. So,
Let's
as
see
long as
here.
we're talking,
What time does that game start tomorrow? Do you know?
let me see. Let me Google it here. NFL Thursday night game. Okay, it's 49ers at the Rams at 8:15.
Okay,
And
so
guess what? Both teams are 3-1. Wow. It's going to be on Prime Video. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure. Sometimes they do two games. Let me make sure. Okay, I only see one game scheduled. Okay. So, yeah, the 49ers are at the Rams. That is a barn burner, man. 3-1 versus 3-1. Wow. Oh man, I don't know who I'm going to go with there because
and 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy just came back out of the injury reserve.
is Purdy out?
He was out. Now he's back. He was out since week 2.
But he's coming back against the Ram game.
Yeah.
Because of that only, I'm probably going to pick San Fran. Only because of that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and check some stats and everything, make sure. But I'm thinking San Francisco's going to win it. But
Yeah, I do. I think because of Purdy, I believe they're going to edge. They're probably going to win that. What a game, though! Wow.
But since it starts at 8:15, that means the pregame will start about 7:30. So we'll have to plan it sometime before then. Maybe this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or should we do it at like maybe 6:15? That way it gives everybody time to get home from work and stuff.
Yeah, I'm over here spying on Honeybee, and there's biscuits over there. I talk to her more on you guys' streams than I do in real life, for real. I had wings. Yeah, she had wings, it says here. That's crazy.
Okay, so Wilma thinks that the 6:15 will probably be better. What do you think, Ted?
Yeah, probably. I we'll have to see. I mean, I might be live. I'll just end my live, I guess, or I'll just jump up here and let my live keep going, and then just come up with my other phone and do a fast one with you.
Yeah, because I
But
mean
I
it ain't
know
gonna take long.
we got to try the NFL, man. Because I've heard a lot of people saying if Rocky's going to get that channel going, he's going to have to do NFL. I've had multiple people tell me that. So, I just don't know if that's correct or not. We'll have to see.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and get that scheduled for. We'll say 6:45 just to play it safe.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe 6:15, 6:45, something like that. We can always change it around.
Yeah.
But I do know more people bet on the NFL than they do the college. So, I do know people telling me that, we need to do NFL. I know they're correct. I know it.
And then for Friday we'll push for sometime in the afternoon. But a lot of people like both.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that we have to include the NFL. If this channel is going to grow and get big, if we might as well just start it now because we're going to have to add the NFL. You're going to get all kinds of people asking you for the NFL.
But
It's
but
just
I'll be
that's
honest with you, you're probably going to be more the expert on the pro than not than the
Yeah,
college
I'll
for
be
me.
studying up on that. Yeah, I'll be studying more up on that. And unless I see something like right now, I just see that Tyreek Hill's out of the Dolphins. That's going to put the Dolphins really in trouble because that's their number one man. That's their number one receiver. And now,
Well, like that little thing that I sent you yesterday that I thought was hilarious because it was a cartoon showing that Miami's coach was on crack with the powder underneath his nose, and
yeah, Mario
Tyreek
Chris.
Hill with his broken leg, and then
Oh, you talking
two.
about McDaniel? Because I saw one with Mario Cristobal for the Hurricanes, but you're talking about the one you sent me with McDaniel, right?
Yeah, the Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, McDaniel. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and there's a lot of the fans are relentless down here, and they want to get a bunch of people fired. They want Chris Greer gone, which I understand that. They want McDaniel gone. They want Tua gone. But those three people are taking a lot of heat right now. And now with Tyreek Hill out, oh man,
But
the
yeah, you're gonna
fan.
have to you're gonna have to go back and watch that clip that I sent you. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I do got to watch it again. But yeah, right now, like I said, these people, the reason why they're mad, besides their team losing, because they're losing money on the bets.
Yep.
So I know we got to do the NFL. We just have to do it, even if it's just a small part. We got to do it. People gamble on the NFL more than any other thing, other than baseball. They bet on the winner of baseballs, but
Yeah.
yeah, people bet. Prize picks. Those platforms. They go for pros. So yeah, we'll have to start picking more stuff.
Yeah. Well, my pools can be fun, um, especially when you win. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know what it is, but people just like the pros. They just do. That's where I've seen most people betting. I don't know why. If maybe it's more stable, maybe I don't know. It's more organized. Probably it's been more organized, I guess.
but yeah, I'll go ahead and get that live for tomorrow already in schedule. That way, it's already in the algorithms, um, being advertised and everything. And yeah, Wilma, this channel with me changing it to this name, it's going to be easier to find, and it's going to be easier to share me out this way too. So, because there's only one Wolfie.
That's right. Woof 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 woof. The woof woof woof.
So yeah, just stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll be back, and then on Friday we'll be back again. So it looks like it's going to be a busy week ahead. So here, be ready.
Well, people love NFL, so yeah, we got to do it.
But yeah, now that we're almost at the 2-hour mark, we're going to go ahead and wrap.
Yeah, got to end it. It's hour and 45. Yeah, we got to end this.
We're going to go ahead and snip it. And
yeah, we're doing NFL, guys. I've had a lot of feedback. People want the NFL. You know, that's where most people bet, and a lot of people are into the NFL. There are more people into NFL than any other football. So, you know, we got to do it.
yeah, there's a lot of information that we went over today, Mama, for sure. So you might want to tune in, and then we'll be talking more about the college aspect on Friday. But tomorrow we'll be doing the NFL before the game on tomorrow night, and then we'll be doing our 2 recaps at the beginning of next week. I guess we'll have to plan on doing them back-to-back lives or something on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two.
That's probably what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, but I know people want NFL, so yeah, we got to do what everybody wants, you know, and you know we do like football, we do like NFL also, so you know we should be doing that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do watch the NFL pretty closely too.
Just
I look
like
for the major injuries. Yeah, I try to look for the major injuries. You know, like
if we wind up doing basketball, I'm more of a college person, and I know that you might know a little bit more about.
Yeah, and I like NBA. I'm not into the college NBA. I'm into college basketball, so I watch the pros. So yeah, it's gonna be good, you know, because I'm more into the pros on that end. So Major League Baseball, I really don't get into it until it gets to the playoffs. There's just so many games, and the same thing with the hockey. I don't get into the hockey until we get to the playoffs.
Oh, that was your question. If I was going to be doing basketball, yeah. You can see up here, basketball. Football,
yeah, we'll
baseball.
do NBA and we'll do NHL too. You know, just the playoffs though. NBA and NHL and Major League Baseball, just playoffs on those 3 sports.
Yeah, I think March Madness will be one to go over. NBA Finals. Stanley Cup.
Yep.
Yeah,
like right now, like the Panthers already have 2 Stanley Cups. I am predicting they will not get the 3rd cup. Okay, you don't know how competitive the Stanley Cup it is. I mean, to get back to back is pretty incredible, but to get 3, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's so difficult. Let's see, because they're just now starting. They're doing preseason Stanley Cup stuff right now. They're doing a hockey season's just starting. It's just starting.
The IC4 is pretty interesting too.
Yes.
The college the Final Four for hockey. It's actually very interesting to watch too.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's become very competitive, some of these sports.
But I mean, that's one thing about me. I mean, I even like collegiate wrestling. I can talk about that a little bit. Me and Ted are really good at talking about golf. We found that out.
Yeah, the golf. We could even do golf too. Um, that's something else we could do, but we'll throw that in later. We got enough on our plate already. Yeah, because I used to be a golfer and I almost went to PGA school and went into the pros. So yeah, I've got a really deep knowledge on golf.
But yeah, I was thinking about this yesterday. I mean, I'm doing a sports talk. We need to do all sports. I mean,
Yeah,
and I think I might even I don't know much about soccer, and I don't think
I know a little bit about the pro soccer, just a little. Because
but
when Messi was down here, yeah, I was kind of getting into it when Messi was here in Florida. But I don't think Messi's with the Fusion. I mean, I don't think is he still down here. I don't think Messi's down here on our team anymore. Yeah,
I hadn't heard much about
who
him
is
myself,
Messi
but
playing for right now? No, he's still. It says I thought he left. I really did. He says he's still playing. Lionel Messi is playing for Inter Miami CF, which I knew he was playing for them, but I thought he went somewhere else. Oh, okay. He's captain for the Argentina national team.
yeah, the national team, yeah. But I was thinking for the soccer part, that might actually be a good thing for our little Joey.
Okay, I was just telling you real quick about Messi. Messi is still with Miami. Okay, the Miami playoff team. We're going to the playoffs too. They've got a 4-0 victory on Wednesday night. Okay, and yeah, he just agreed to a new multi-year contract with the club. So yeah, little Messi is with Miami. So yeah, I think Miami has a really good chance of winning it all because they're in the playoffs and Messi's the best player ever. I don't think anybody's been better than him. I mean, there's been some other guys, but Messi is, boy, is he good. He's really good.
But yeah, somebody brought up soccer to me on the phone earlier. But when I first woke up, I had a phone call, and they were talking about soccer, and that I instantly thought about our little Joey.
Yeah.
He would love talking about soccer.
Yeah. No. Joey loves hockey.
Yeah, he likes hockey too. Yeah, but
That's his favorite. Yeah, hockey's Joey's favorite. Yeah.
he talks about Manchester United and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Joey loves soccer. Look at that wolfie. Yeah, I guess we are pushing 3 hours now. I mean, 2 hours.
yeah, we are. We are. We're literally a minute and a half from it.
I know. Man, why does it not let me? It's not even letting me talk down here. That's crazy. It will let me send a hi though. It shot me. It let me send a hi,
Yeah.
but it's not letting me type a specific comment. That's crazy.
Hmm.
What is going on with this thing? That is weird. It will not let me send. Isn't that weird how it won't let me send a comment?
Yeah, it is odd.
It just said the hi thing, and yeah, it's not letting me do it. Yeah, it says right there, send. Let me see if there's a way. Am I missing something? It just says hi. Yeah, it's only letting me send a hi. Wolf, that's it. I'm trying to get the keyboard to come up. It won't do it. This is really bizarre. I didn't know. It wasn't allowing me to do this. Crazy. That is weird. But yeah, Joey loves the hockey. But I think a lot of people like just doing the playoffs because they're such long seasons. Baseball, basketball, all of them are over 100 games. So I think people are bored. But if we had the NFL, we'll be in good shape. When the NFL is Rocky, we'll be in good shape.
But yeah, that's kind of a little prelude to what we're going to be getting ourselves into. So now you all know.
Yeah, because you got to grow the channel, and we got to do all sports, Rocky. We got to do all of it.
Yeah, we gotta go on all aspects. Yeah, you're right. Hope I didn't just freeze. I had a call coming through. Can you hear me, Ted?
Just grab a refill on my water real quick here.
Okay. Thank you, Wilma. I appreciate it. Yeah, share me out. Let everybody know. Yeah, this one's going to be way easier to find. So. But yeah, it's now hit the 2-hour mark. We're going to wrap things up here. From myself and for Teddy here, thank you all for coming in, and we'll leave you with some dolphin action here.
Okay, I'm back. That's my last pit stop, Rocky. I drank about a half a thing of 16 ounces of ice cold water. That thing went through me so fast. It just that cold water just ripped through me, man.
Yeah, I understand.
I went and got water. I put the water down, and I had to run right for the bathroom to pee. It was because the water was so cold.
But yeah, we're going to wrap things up. We're going to do the dolphin wave for Wilma, and we're going to hop on out of here.
Yeah, let's get on out of here. Beat the 2-hour deadline here.
Do the dolphin wave.
That dolphin, boy. Let's do where's my dolphin? Where's my dolphin? Here, the dolphin.
The dolphin wave.
And I gotta scuff my nose.
Yeah, and the wolf howl. All right, everybody. We'll see you later.
Wilma Roski. See everybody later.
Bye, guys.
Okay.